Welcome to Mikole Kaar's workshop. Mikole Kaar, woodwind artist and mouthpiece redesigner, handcrafted mouthpiece facings.
My goal as a player and redesigner was to redesign mouthpieces for myself originally that played easily with a lot of different reeds, that tuned well, and that produced the best sound with the least amount of physical effort. I don't like to work hard when I play. I needed these mouthpieces to work from the low subtones all the way to the highest altissimo on all my horns. What I have today works. Now I'm going to explain to you just how I create these facings and why they work. Now my job is actually to create a curve on a mouthpiece facing from end to end. And when I measure a curve, what I do is, if a curve is going to be 100 thousandths opening, I measure 50 points. 50 points on 100 thousandths. Or on my soprano mouthpiece, I say the curve is going to be 58 thousandths tip opening. I measure in half of that, so I actually have 29 points on that mouthpiece curve that I'm in the process of making a mouthpiece work, you see. It's a long process. It's taken me years to come up with these numbers. I make a mouthpiece and try it, and that's pretty good at the house, and I take it out on the job and play it. No, that's not right. It doesn't do this or it doesn't do that. So it's a process, an ongoing process for me until I came up with the numbers that I like for the mouthpieces that I'm making. And these are mostly the mouthpieces that guys are getting from me. Now, everyone has a preference just as to how much resistance they like to play, not always the way I like it. So I customize mouthpieces that have already been designed by other people. I redesign them and I make them play better. This is the second way I work. Like I just did, last year I did 7 strap-on mouthpieces for my good friend Will Donato, and he's using them on all his records. At the beginning of this video, you're going to hear some soprano saxophone from my CDs, and at the end you're going to hear me playing tenor. But my buddy just dropped by,
Mikey.
Mr. Will Donato, fabulous saxophone player.
Thank you.
And he plays completely different than I do. He plays very much in the contemporary style, and he's got records out and stuff, and, well, here he is. Here's Will.
Oh, hey Mike, thanks for having me over. I enjoy Michael's work, and I'm a recording artist on Intervision Records, and I've got a couple singles out, and Michael's craftsmanship is a wonderful tool for me to implement the playing style that I call my signature style, and we spent a lot of time together. We've done a lot of facing curves, and I've seen Michael at work. Yes, he really does 50 measurements. He really sits there. So if you're in a hurry, don't stop by. But the care and the love that he puts into a facing is significant, and with the competitive music scene, having your tools just be dialed in is a priceless value. And I know that when I show up to a show or a job or a concert, I know those things are ready to go and they're perfectly ready to play easy, play well, and speak well.
So you're going to play a little bit so that people can hear?
I would love to play a little bit.
You actually use that mouthpiece,
the mouthpiece
on
I'm using
stuff, right?
is actually a vintage 70s Stradlin I love. And Michael perfected the curve for me, and did one of his redesigns, and actually did some others for me. And I have to say the repeatability was amazing.
I already let the cat out of the bag. I told him that I did 7 of them for you.
Yeah, you did 7 of them for me. I think 1 is normally a good backup. 7? Anyway, just a fan of Michael's work, and again, he really does measure 50 points on the curve, and still trying to grasp the technology of that.
I may have measured 52 on yours.
I just want to give you a quick playing sample of a tenor mouthpiece that I play that Michael redesigned for me. And this does it all for me. I get the highs, a wonderful altissimo, and what I consider a very nice signature sound for my style of playing. This is a sample of my favorite Mikole Kaar tenor mouthpiece, and I find it cuts through most aggressive or even subtle rhythm sections. mouthpiece is. I can really push it when the music gets aggressive and I want to just really punch through. I can do a lot of bright, cutting phrasing. So
How high can you play, Will? Now, if you happen to be coming to the 2008 NAMM show, I'm going to be performing there. I'm going to be playing the instruments over at Antigua Wind's booth on Friday and on Saturday. Come on over and say hi, and I'll be blowing my mouthpieces. And I'll be looking forward to meeting all you guys. Take care and happy blowing.